In 1998, I was in a Michigan prison, and I was working at the warehouse in for the men's prison. One of the corrections officers was creepy, for lack of a better word. Started asking a lot of questions about my personal life, my married life, my sex life with my husband. The first time the rape happened, I said no. I was told if I didn't participate, cooperate, I would get a major ticket. I knew when I was going home, and nothing was going to stop me from going home. So I made the decision I wasn't telling anyone about the rapes. He raped me several times a week for 7 months. I still never said anything. And it was almost like I expected it when I went to the warehouse every day that something was going to happen. And I knew I had to put up with it because I was going home.
As the husband of a prison rape survivor, I realized that it takes time. You know, she couldn't just come out and tell me in a week or 2 or 3. It had to be on her terms. It took a while, and some victims take longer. You can't put a timeline on it. Everybody handles it differently, and when she was ready, then she could talk about it, and that's what some people need is time.
In the year 2006, I was arrested for public drunkenness and ended up at LA County Jail. It was the first time ever being arrested, and I was terrified. I remember, this one incident where this cop made a comment. He said that we all walk like girls. And I said to the person next to me, a man unsure of his masculinity. And obviously the cop heard. He rushed me, pinned me up against the wall, threatened me, said he was going to show me his masculinity. A few days later, that same man that threatened me actually came into my cell. And of course he came in there and manhandled me, threw me on the ground, stripped me naked, assaulted me sexually. Total humiliation.
I was 12 years old when I first entered juvenile hall. I was sexually abused by fellow inmates. Staff members were aware of this abuse, and they turned their heads, and they didn't want anything to do with me or the abuse. I found myself cutting on my wrist, becoming suicidal, going into isolation, and that's where it all started for me, the downfall. That led to future destruction in my life. So I ended up in adult prisons being abused and being attacked, not only by fellow inmates, by staff members as well. So it really turned my life upside down. I really didn't know exactly what to do. And I needed guidance, and I was not getting that guidance from the staff members in charge of my care. This is an extraordinarily historic moment for me that the standards have been approved. Finally, we're able to eliminate prison rape behind bars once and for all.
Strong federal regulation to stop prisoner rape is needed so nobody else has to go through what I did.
As a survivor, with the PREA standards being passed, it's good to know that there's going to be a protocol in these kind of situations. With me, there was no forensic evidence taken, no DNA tests, nothing. And with these standards being finalized, it's going to be different.
Prisoners aren't bad people. They're people who made mistakes. Nobody deserves to be raped. Doesn't matter whether you're on the outside or if you are a prisoner. You still have rights. And rape was never meant to be a part of the sentence.
Under the PREA standards, the staff will be educated and hopefully learn how to treat the transgender community. They actually were more vulnerable than myself, and I saw that and witnessed that firsthand.
There are good staff members working in detention, and sometimes they don't know how to handle a sexual abuse issue or abusive colleagues. And now that the PREA standards have been approved, that will allow more training to help those staff members.
Now that the standards are in place, we need to make sure that they're implemented so that the jails and the prisons know how to deal with them. Be it the training, be it the education. And they're a fantastic tool, but only if they're used. I'm a survivor of prisoner rape. I'm also an advocate to stop prisoner rape. Everyone needs to realize it happens in detention, but we have the power to stop it. We have to stop it.